Alright, I think that should be it. It says I'm streaming, but who knows. Alright. Here we go. I'm just, hello to anybody out there. I'm just busy today. I was working on a video, working on stuff, trying to distract myself from world events. So, trying to do something lighthearted here. Let's see. Wrong screen. Let's go over here. I'm gonna... Apparently I'm looking at some weird area of the screen over here. Put some lyrics in there, subtitles.
Did you know I had no hair?
But that is not in the right place, so... Gonna move this up here maybe? And add some text for my subtitles. I'll change the font later. Hello Sirloin, how are you doing? I'm working on a project here and didn't feel like I had the energy to bust out the Digby's action, so I'm just gonna hang out a little bit for anybody who wants to chat or hang out or watch workflow. So here it is. I'm putting lyrics on this thing. This video is still very rough, but trying to hash it out, and I'm confused here because I've got multiple screens open up. Did you know had no hair? I think that's the lyrics. So we'll put that, scroll down, put it at the bottom, and like I said, I'll fix these later. Maybe I'll put an outline on it so we can see it a little better. Let's see.
Did you know I had no hair? That's why.
Okay, did you know I have no hair? Hey, Woke Mike, how's it going? Good to see you. I'm just making a goofy video to, like I said, to distract myself from other things. I always like to make fun of Tim Pool because he's such a loser, and I feel it's okay. As a fellow bald, I can make fun of him for being bald. It's not nice to make fun of people for being bald. It's unkind. But if the person you're making fun of is a terrible person, then it's acceptable to use whatever, in my mind, acceptable to use whatever tools you have at your disposal. So that's what I'm doing here.
Did you know I had no hair?
Okay, did you know I have no hair? And the next lyric is, that's why I wore, I don't know, the beanie there. All right.
Did you know I had no hair? That's why.
I think I need to put that a little more over here.
Why I wore a beanie there. But now that I no longer care.
Alright, so now you need to say, and I got my authentic. Trying to make a joke about how Donald Trump, one of the first executive actions he took was to roll back restrictions on the use of AI to spread misinformation and harmful content, because they want to be able to do that. So I thought that if that's what they want to do, then I should do it too. So I'd like to make harmful content, and whoa, let's see here. Okay. So this video illustrates the differences between synthetic and authentic content. So this is synthetic content. You can tell because look, he's all deformed here when he comes out of the skateboard thing. He's holding a cool Termcast skateboard.
But now that I no longer care.
And there you go. This is the real content. So what happened to my authentic content over thing? So still need to have this to show that this is real content. To do that, we'll put that up here, authentic content. The lyrics change here, so we're going to change the lyrics to, but now that I no longer care.
can show the world my head is
But
bare.
now that I no longer care, I can show the world my head is bare. Okay. So again, one of Trump's first executive orders removed provisions to label harmful or misleading synthetic content. This video illustrates the differences between the two of them. And of course the joke is here that everything that I say is synthetic, authentic is synthetic, and everything that I say is synthetic, like I was going to put that all the band members are synthetic. So, but if, you know, if Donald Trump and those people don't want to place restrictions on how this technology can be used, I feel like it should be used to hurt people who are bad people, like Tim Pool. There's Alex Jones, you see him there. They're doing a little cool dance together. Let's see the dance. Tim Pool and Marjorie Taylor Greene. So let's go back here.
Did you know I had no hair? That's why I wore a beanie there.
So there's the synthetic content. This is real. Obviously it's real, because this is exactly what's, this footage is not fake. And then this is the synthetic content again, because you can see how he becomes distorted. Look at his head. It twists like that. So, and then we've got Carrie Lake dancing here.
My head is bare.
I guess I need to. It is Carrie Lake. It is Carrie Lake. Carrie Lake visited the temple compound when she was running. The AI version, when I made it, she turns into somebody that doesn't look like Carrie Lake. Let's see if I can show you what the original one looked like. I have these videos I made here. So the original one doesn't look like her, or it sort of does, because I started with her. Let's see, there's a bunch of them here. Let's find one. Okay, see, this is a different version there. That clearly does not look like Tim Pool, but what I do is I swap the face out, and there's Carrie Lake dancing, and I see it doesn't look like her there. But I have software that I use to swap the face out. This one, I don't know how that happened. She pulls a guy out of herself. Here's the one that I used. So there it is. It sort of looks like Carrie Lake, but that does not look like Tim Pool. But I have a tool that I've been using to swap their faces out. So let's see here. I put this is not this was not, Alex Jones was not wearing this wife beater t-shirt. I put that on him. How did I do that? I think I used a program called Image Fusion. I just drew it on there, and then I had that. You can see their face gets distorted out here too. So I'm working on the lyrics again, so I can.
For the first time.
All right, so I got to move this up to the top so we can see it. Authentic content. Whoops, where is this? All right, authentic content. There we go.
For the first time ever.
Okay. Yeah, the one guy does have the little ponytail thing, so I had to cut it. And I also reprompted. Here, I'll show you like how I prompt. Let's see if I can switch here to the other screen. So here's the software I use to make the images. So you can just start with an image like this and you tell it what you want. Like right here I said, the extremely bald and insecure man shows the woman his phone. She smiles at him and reaches her hand out to console him. So the AI will take this image and try to act it out. And I'm just waiting. It takes up a lot of processing power on my machine, but I try to run these things when I'm in my downtime. Like when I go to bed, I just decide what I want to work with in the morning, and I ask it to generate 10 of these, because most of them are going to be garbage. And then maybe if you're lucky, you get one that works. So we'll see. This is going to be done here in a few minutes here, and I can show what it generated. But so I would take a starting image. Essentially what I do is I take Tim Pool's face, or an image of Tim Pool, and then I AI out his beanie and make him bald to try to hurt his feelings, because he's super insecure about that. As a lot of old people are. I'm insecure about it too, but I don't do terrible things. So since I don't do terrible things, I feel like it's not nice to make fun of my baldness. But since he's such a horrible person, I feel really good about making a video about how bald he is. So back to the video here. Did you know I had no hair? Wait, no, this is different. So for the first time ever, he says the lyrics. For the first time ever.
The first time ever I felt.
Okay, for the first time ever, I felt a woman's touch.
I felt so.
Whoops, I screwed that up. Wrong one. Need that to be on this one. So, I felt a woman's touch.
I felt a woman's touch.
Okay, and then there's his.
She says she loves me.
And then this part I haven't done any. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. I was trying to make him very drama school, but I haven't done any lyric syncing here. So I felt a woman's touch.
First time ever I felt a woman's touch.
Okay, so she loves me. All right, so I'm going to go back and we're going to look at what this generation for this Marjorie Taylor Greene is. So I prompted the extremely bald man shows the woman his phone. She smiles and reaches her hand out to him to console him. So here's the video that we got. It's okay. Tim Pool doesn't look that Tim Pool-y there, but I can swap his face out. Marjorie Taylor, I like. It looks pretty like a convincing Marjorie Taylor Greene. So what I can do is I'll download this one. Him and MGT. Or wait, MTG. All right, and then I'm going to go to this other software. Let's see, this other software, where is it? I'm going to generate another one of these. While this, oh, it's going to screw me up because I can't run the other software while this is going. So I'm going to go to this other software here called Face Fusion, and then I'm going to take our Marjorie Taylor Greene, MGT. Let's find this video. Okay, here we go. So then what I want to do is I want to take my Tim Bald picture that I made, and then it's going to make this guy look a little more realistic. Show her feet, huh? Okay, so you can see that I can change her face to Tim Pool too, which is very disturbing. So there's Tim Pool as Marjorie Taylor Greene, but I want this. So it's gonna take that generation that was kind of realistic, and it's gonna make it look better. Let's turn these up, and then I'm gonna do this, and this sometimes makes it look better, or sometimes it makes it look worse. So we'll have to see what it does. Not sure that that's preview is working. I'm gonna take this. That looks pretty good. Marjorie actually looks. Actually, she looks cuter than she does in real life. I think they fixed her nose. Where's the, okay, change this, do this, and I'm going to run this to have this interaction between Marjorie Taylor Greene and Temple. What I want to do is take all of the terrible people that he's had on and he promotes, and then I want to have him interacting with the terrible people. So
she says she loves me,
she says she loves me,
that I should ditch the. She says she loves me,
that I should ditch this crutch, that I should ditch this crutch. All right, so I think I need the ellipse on here. She says she loves me, dot, and then
should ditch this crutch.
Crutch, and that needs to be extended.
She kissed me softly as she took it from my head. Stop, kiss me.
She kissed me softly. She kissed me softly.
Softly as she took softly.
And then she kissed me softly as she took it from my head.
As she took it from my head. And I didn't feel bold.
And I didn't feel bald. Hey, AB, how's it going? Okay, we're going to put another ellipse here. And again, I'm just putting these lyrics temporarily down here for me. I don't like the font or anything, but I'm just sketching it out. And I didn't feel bald.
As she laid. And I didn't feel bold.
And I didn't feel bald as she laid me on the bed. All right.
She laid me on the bed.
I'm still working on the lip sync on these. Doing good to hear you're doing well, AB. And good to see you, Thomas. You like the there's a bunch of Timful videos I made, and they're all really goofy. But this is the first I'm using actual Timful footage here. You can see where his beanie. He's. This song is about how he finally felt a woman's touch. He finally felt love from a woman, so he feels like confident enough to take his beanie off. And so he takes the beanie off, and it chronicles how the original story about how she told him that she loved him. I need to work on the graphics here. This is rough, really rough. I just sketching this out in my brain. The last guitar jangle a moment ago sounded like the intro to Venus by Shocking Blue. Is that the same song that Bananarama covered? Yeah, it's an AI song, Tom. It's I did it in Udio. I took his original song. I started with his original song, and then I had it write the music out, and then I wrote the lyrics. So I'll play it here, the whole thing, so you can see. And this is very rough. So here it is. And again, I wanted to mention that when Trump came into office, one of his executive orders was to reduce all of the. It's tricky because the Democrats are also connected to big tech. They have a lot of donors from the tech industry, so they don't really want to put restrictions on AI either. But they were trying to do something. Like I guess even in California, they were going to put provisions in to make it harder to put out misinformation and to use AI in a destructive way. But when Trump came into office, one of the first things he did, he signed an executive order to pull back all those restrictions because he doesn't care if it's used for misinformation, doesn't care if it's used for harm. So if that's what he wants to do, I thought I need to capitalize on that, and I need to fully use it to hurt people and use misinformation to hurt people who are hurting others. And Tim Pool is a good person to make fun of. Like I said, I don't think it's kind to make fun of bald people, being a bald myself, but as a bald, I feel like I can make fun of a bald who is a terrible person. And Tim Pool has, he's part of the reason why Alex Jones, where's Alex Jones? Alex Jones is in this video somewhere. You know, he helped Alex Jones stay in the limelight, which bothers me because Alex Jones is a terrible person. He makes the world a worse place. And Tim Pool, when Alex Jones was suffering, Tim Pool reached out, partly to promote his own brand, but also because he's just this horrible person, and he thinks that what Alex Jones is doing is good. So I figure I should make fun of Tim Pool. And here we go. I'll play the video. Again, it's all rough. Still working on the lip sync.
Did you know I had no hair?
And of course
that's why I wore a beanie there. But now that I no longer care, I can show the world my head is bare. For the first time ever, I felt a woman's touch. She says she loves me, that I should ditch this crutch. She kissed me softly as she took it from my head, and I didn't feel bold as she laid me on the bed.
All right, so there it is. It's rough, and I'm still working on it. My partner's like, you need to stop making Tim Pool videos, but I can't help myself. I really can't help myself. I feel like he's a frustrating figure because he has no real talent other than lying and making shit up. He's ignorant. He doesn't read books. He's a terrible person, and it bothers me so much that he has such a big platform. And somebody like me, I like read books, and I flounder. I can't even get people to watch my Tim Pool videos. So he's a figure that lives rent free in my brain, just because he's emblematic of how meritocracy is bullshit. Because he's got no talents, but he was just in the right place at the right time at Occupy Wall Street, and so he managed to get a job with Vice. And then that enabled him to pretend that he was a centrist on YouTube. And he's, Joe Rogan also blew him up too by having him on the show. So anytime I get a chance, this is like what I like to do in my downtime, is I like to make these videos making fun of him. And my AI generation is done on this thing. So I have this, oh my God, I put Tim Pool's face on Marjorie Taylor Greene. Do you guys see this? Watch, let's download this and check it out. Marjorie Taylor Greene with Tim Pool's face. I did not mean to do that. MGT Tim Pool face. I gotta fix that because that's not gonna be good. So let's look at that. Let's check this out. I gotta find it. Here we go. Hold on one second and I'll show everybody. Let's see, where is this face? Okay, let's see. Okay, so look at that. Look at how gross that is. I totally messed that up. It's some kind of affix twin stuff. Tim Pool's face, but it's just supposed to be the one, but apparently I didn't specify on the face swap. So let's go back to the face swap software. All right, face swap. So to do the face swap, see there's two faces here, and apparently it picked her to put the bald Tim Pool on. So we have to do this, and we'll rerun it, and hopefully the original footage looked pretty good like Tim, but if you do the face swap on it and you can do this face enhancer routine, you can get a slightly better, more clear Tim Pool. So there we go. See, he's bald there, and But again, look, no, I guess that's still her, but okay. That looks like a pretty good tempo. So I'm going to run this. Let's make sure I'm set. So we'll run this and we'll go back to our video. Let's see here. So anybody has any questions about like this, let me know. If you have any questions about Blender or any of these AI tools, I'm happy to share them so you can learn to use them and make your own videos making fun of Temple 2. So let's take a look at chat. If Ben Shapiro meditated, I think there's a chance he might. You think so? I don't know. Ben Shapiro, he just seems like he's a total loser dork. That thing when he went on Bill Maher's show, Malcolm Nance was criticizing him, and then he said that and this is an Arm Brown quote, he said, "I'll sleep on a bed made of money." It just illustrated how empty he is as a human being, that he doesn't mind doing what he's doing because he gets to sleep on a bed of money. So look up Larry David saying, "I can take being called an asshole, but bald asshole, that's a hate crime." Yeah, it's tricky. I don't like making jokes about people's physical appearance, but if you're a terrible person, I kind of feel like you open yourself up for all sorts of criticism, even though it does it's tricky because making fun of Tim Pool for being bald can make people who are also bald feel insecure. So making this attack is questionable, but in the case of Tim Pool, I think it's necessary. Yeah, bed made of money. This guy here, I like the lighting on his head, but I don't think this is Tim Pool. You can see this requires more of the face swap. So what I do is when the AI generates it, I will take this into the face swap software and get a better output for it. So, and I think I need to do that here too. That's a little kind of a chunky temple there. I like this temple here where he comes out. I need to do lip sync. I like one of the jokes I thought of making was just making his head different shapes in the entire video, just because like sometimes the AI will make him really bulbous. Like, let's look here. I have some funny ones. I'll go through and share the outputs when I was prompting for his head. Singing. Okay, so I have this. Let me just put it over here and show you guys. So I'll just click on some of these. So apparently I prompted for him to be listening to headphones, and the AI thought that it needed to generate AI headphones on him. So I wasted a bunch of generations on this, and all of these are done locally on my PC. And if you've got a fast enough PC, you can do this yourself. So again, he keeps putting on these headphones because I told the AI. The AI took it really literal. I said he's dancing to this. What? Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned headphones. You got to be really careful when you prompt. So let's see. There was one where his head is really funny shaped. Let's see. I do like the mel pattern baldness there on this one. Again, you can change his face through the face swapper. So if it gets off, you can maintain. This one is good where the headphones just swirl around. This one here, I like the shape of his head here. Let's see at the beginning. Maybe it's not this one. No, that's not it. There's one where he's got like a totally like, he looks like an alien from Star Trek. There's a good one where he just wraps his head around something. All right, this is the one. Look at his head. I thought it would be funny if I gave him different head shapes throughout the video. Let's go back. So I got my Marjorie Taylor Greene video fixed. So we're going to put this in here. Tim and MGT fixed new. So I'm going to rename it here. And then I'm going to go over to here, fixed. All right, so I got this new Marjorie Taylor Greene bit that I think looks better. So let's go back here. So here's the previous one. No, that one looks, the previous one does not look as good. So here it is, what they previously looked like. I prompted here, it was bald man shows woman phone and tears up. So he's moving weird. I think this is supposed to be him crying. But he just looks kind of weird. And this doesn't really look like Marjorie Taylor Greene, so I thought that I wanted to prompt again for it. So this clearly looks, that's not a good face swap there. That's bad. Maybe I don't want to do more. What happened? Why is she so messed up? Maybe I need to go back to the first one. But yeah, that's a terrible face swap there. But he looks good. Wait a minute, that's the wrong video. This is wrong. That's the thing, it takes like 20 minutes. You can pay a service to generate these for you, like if they're like Runway and these other companies. You can pay, you know, $30 a month or whatever, and you can do these image to video generations. I'm not sure exactly how much it costs. I thought it was $30 and you can get a bunch of them. But it may be limited. You may have to, maybe it's like $100 or something to really do it to any real effect. So I've been just generating them on my computer, and they take like 20 minutes each to do. Crutch. And they're not perfect, but I don't know. And who knows what's going to happen with this. The cool thing was, like, this, I had one of the best things was the bass player guy. Where is it? This bass player guy, I generated him just like there's like one scene in this whole thing, and the AI did a really good job of him. Let's see if I can find him. The bass player, where is it? I asked it to do a bunch of them because I thought that the bass line was important to put in here. But let's see, I'll just show some of these other AI generations that I did. Let's see, so there's, again, it doesn't really look like tempo, but I really like the carry. I think her dancing is pretty cool here in the video. But I don't look at his hands, what he's doing there with his hands. So with a face swap for both these, I can make both these look pretty convincing, but his hand movement is not realistic at all. So that needs work. Let's see what else is here. That one is not good at all. Let's see. Larry David was joking. Oh, Larry David is always joking. I'm sure I probably remember seeing this. Average Breast says he needs a little mutant conjoined twin on the back of his head, like the dude from Total Recall. Yeah, was that wasn't Quart? What was the name of the guy from the little alien? There was an alien. I thought he was in the belly of somebody. I don't remember. It's been so long. Quarto. Yeah, I could do. I don't want to share. I've been working on the next joint session video, and I don't necessarily. Mal, I use. I bought an Intel 14,000K, I think, like right before it came out that they were flawed. So I'm hoping it still holds up, but it's mostly done on the graphics processor. I have a 4800, and I'm using the. Let's see here. I'll show you. Where's the software I've been using is 2.1, which I'm thinking is related to the Hanwan video. I'm not showing it. Let me change my screen here. So, and I've got Pinocchio installed, which is, you open yourself up to security vulnerabilities by doing it this way. The best way to do it, if you can, is to install through Git, use Git, and just install them locally. I was doing that for a while, but there's so many, there's so much effort sometimes to get the install up and running that I got lazy and I installed Pinocchio. But there's some really cool, let's see here, I'll show Magic Quill. And people probably are familiar with most of what this is, but Magic Quill is basically just, I think it's like an in-painting software for stable diffusion, so you can go in and change, you know, people's clothing and the items around them and whatnot. So what I've been doing is using, I don't know if I've been using Photoshop actually, but Magic Quill is probably just as good. And I'm going to get rid of Photoshop. So let's see, Quaddle, yeah, it's something like that, AB. So Magic Quill or Photoshop, what I do is I start with a reference image. Let's just look here and see if I can show. Where's a reference image? We go back to, I'm not really ready here. All right, so it's not going to work because I got other, I'm going to close that out. So I'll start with a reference image like this Tim Pool image here, and then I'll just take it into Photoshop, and you just use the generative AI to get yourself, let's see, to do the bald version of him. Where's the bald version of him? Huh, I can't find my bald version of Tim. So then you take the bald version and then you use that as a face reference, and here's the bald version of him. So I made the bald version of Tim, and then I use this in Face Fusion to transfer it over onto the AI generated images. So back to the video here. Let's see here. I really, this is from his video where he did the Daily Wire song that was so stupid. He thinks he's really cool. So I had the version here where where is it? There's a part here where he spins around, and so he's running there. This was, let's see here, take this up here and show it. In the original video, he's like running like the Terminator, and I just made him bald, and then well, my head is back. Turns around, he's got a pretty cool, like, it looks like some kind of burn tattoo, like he was branded on the back of his head. I don't know where that came from, but I thought it was kind of cool. But this wrapping his arms around, not. So you always end up, AI is very flawed, and I think it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of effort and creativity to make it useful. That's why I'm not one of these people who is opposed to AI. I'm opposed to AI slop. I'm opposed to people just, you know, prompting and then putting out so much garbage that the internet becomes just a pool of slop. But if people used it in creative ways, it really has a huge benefit, you know, especially when you're using it to make fun of somebody like Tim Pool. So the parasite is connected to his brain. There's a, let's see here. There's one of these images had, maybe it was, it's this, no, it's not this one. One of the generations had a little thing on the back of his brain. I don't, I'm gonna use the AI generation tools to make my joint session videos more interesting. Like actually put some really strange special effects into it. But it's a slow process. Maybe I should share. I'm going to share just because it's a small group of people here. But and you guys are you're always here. So even though I'd like everybody to experience it at the same time, and I don't like spoiling it, I'm going to share what I was trying to do with the AI here. So let's go. I'm going to open this up, and it's going to ruin the joke for everybody. Maybe I shouldn't use this. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't think I should, because it's going to ruin the next video. So I'm not going to do it, even though I want to. Instead, I'll share another thing that I was working on. Let's see here. I had this little video here where Tim Pool and Alex were dancing. Let's see. I'm giving you, this is your consolation prize, because I don't want to share the other video, because I always hate ruining jokes, and I feel like if I've got a good joke and then I share a little bit of it, that it's gonna ruin it. Yeah, so, but here you go. You got Tim Pool. I love the way Tim Pool's dancing here. I think he's doing a little bit of style here with word hands, but I love the way this looks. Anyways, I appreciate that, AB. I appreciate you letting me keep it a secret, because hey, Mike D, it's good to see you. I'm, like I said, I'm sharing some behind the scenes stuff right now. You probably missed the full Tim Pool video. I think most of the people in here, pretty much everybody here right now, is in the RM Brown group. And RM Brown kind of got his start by making fun of Tim Pool. That's how he kind of blew up, was just making fun of Tim Pool. And sadly, I feel like I got consumed with making fun of Tim Pool too. Only I'm making these videos, and yeah, I'm being told that I've focused too much on Tim Pool, and I need to go back to Elon and all these other people. But I've been working on that. Been working on some more. If people have ideas, so I think I've got 5 out now on the Terminal Mode channel. I've got the 5, let's see if I can find it. I've got, put them here, these 5 videos. They're all different themes, but they're all done in that joint session. Because I bothered to watch it, I feel like I had to, oh, there's Alex. Oh, he's not live though. If Alex were live, I'd have to go bother him. Let's see. What did this person say? This person said, oh, a cockatiel. So let's see, let's view the channel. So I've been working on these. I need to really organize them. It looks like I don't have my channel organized at all. So these videos here, can I make them? The video game executive order, the hot mic. I did this one as a one-off. Look at that, that's terrible. This video was really good. I was really proud of this video, and I don't know if they censored it because it says that he raped at the beginning, but yeah, I love Blender. Blender's like, I will do anything to try to get people not to use Premiere, even though Premiere is easier, but it's also like when you use Premiere, your output looks very samey. Everybody has the same kind of text popping and whatnot. So you can kind of get a different look at, and I use Blender to do my thumbnails. Like, so here, it's like, historically I was using GIMP or Photoshop after I subscribed, but I want to get rid of Photoshop. But so here's like, let's see if I can do this. Just show how I use Blender to make a thumbnail. So just take an image in and you drop it into Blender, and then you can type your text on top, or you can put these images on top of each other. So it's basically just, you can do the same kind of compositing that you can do in Photoshop. And I think most people don't need Photoshop, even though Blender, I guess, is complicated. But I hate Adobe with a passion. They're a terrible company. I hate the subscription model. So let's see here. So here's my, I lost track of my thread here. So again, I have these 5 videos that are all in sequence that I'm going to try to put together. And so, oh my gosh, I got ads. I hate this. I should be able to not have ads. I produce so much free content for YouTube. Let's look at this real quick. Here, my channel, I'm going to show you my videos, my analytics here. So here are my analytics. I have generated 500 hours of watch time for YouTube within the last 28 days. And they still, for that 500 hours that I've given them, they still force me to watch ads. It fucking sucks. And this estimated revenue here, I don't get any of this because you have to reach a certain threshold before they pay out. So even with all this, they still feel like I have to watch ads in between trying to upload my stuff to their site. So it's not a great situation. So here we go again. Like I said, I was trying to continue this. I've got 5 minutes of footage now. So I've got, each of these is a minute. The video game one, the one where he introduces himself, and then the gravel pits, and then here was the Hawk-Tuah girl. This video should have done better than it did. Elon Musk here. So ideally, I'd like to get another 5 or 10 done, but I'm not sure I can do 10. I think I can maybe do 5. And if people have ideas for what would be a good video, you know, if you've got an idea, let me know, and I'll give you credit for helping out with it. Helping out with ideas. I always like crediting people for their ideas. I don't like taking somebody's idea and claiming it for myself. So if you've got an idea for something that could happen during that joint session, let me know. I'd like to the ones I'm working on now, RFK, I need a segment with RFK, kind of have that one, an idea for that one going already. So what are the other ones? Who else is in there? RFK, Pete Hegseth. I'm gonna give you a little. I keep wanting to share. I keep wanting to share my secrets and ruin my jokes, and my jokes are already kind of ruined to begin with. So I'm gonna open up this AI software again. Not that one. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go over here. All right, I'm on the wrong screen. Let's go back to Blender. All right, for anybody who's just joining me, I'm going to play my Tempool video again because I was editing this. Tempool. Here it is. So, and again, this is just rough. And to remind everybody, Donald Trump, one of his first executive actions was removing restrictions on labeling synthetic content as harmful or misinformation, because they want to be able to keep us confused about reality, because that's the really good way for them to distort people's perceptions and maintain power. If people don't have an idea of what's real or what's not, then we can't make informed decisions. So Donald Trump pulled back what little restrictions we had. You know, Joe Biden, not great on taking action against AI, but there was a little bit of stuff done. It's a lot of the, you know, the usual, these companies need to self-regulate, which is bullshit, you know, as always. All they did was make it so you couldn't clone certain people, but they still let you clone you couldn't clone Joe Biden, but you can clone your neighbor's voice and use your neighbor's voice to, you know, hurt your neighbor in whatever way. So here's the video. I was going to label the synthetic content and the authentic content so people know. So this would be the authentic content according to Donald Trump's guidelines, which are none, and the synthetic content would be clearly when it's obviously fake. But this is real right here with him with his beanie off and Carrie Lake dancing. I love the Carrie Lake dance here. It's pretty good.
I can show the world my
pretty good dancing there. All right, so I'm gonna play this again for anybody who hasn't seen it, even though we've probably seen this multiple times at this point.
Did you know I had no hair?
And I'm still like his mouth syncing is not good there. This is the only part I tried to sync the lyrics to. But that not good. The bass player is totally AI generated. He's not real. He's in there once, but this scene right here where he's bouncing is totally AI.
Did you know I had no hair? That's why I wore a beanie there. But now that I no longer care, I can show the world my head is bare. For the first time ever, I felt a woman's touch. She says she loves me, that I should ditch this crutch. She kissed me softly as she took it from my head, and I didn't feel bold as she laid me on the bed.
There we go. And the laying on the bed video is funny. Let's look at this. I cropped it. The beanie, like, it's got a life of its own. I'm gonna make this. Let's go back here. So here's the laid on.
Bold as she laid me on the.
And that's clearly not Tim Pool there, but again with the face swap, I can make it work. And the beanie, like, it just kind of it's a sentient beanie.
As she laid me on the bed,
Flies off and does whatever. So this video has a lot of work to do. Anywho, how long have I been talking here and rambling about nothing? Let me ask everybody else, anything new when you're going on that anybody thinks should receive some attention right now, other than Tim Pool and his baldness? Is there a issue larger than this that I should be focused on? Because otherwise I'm gonna trudge on ahead. That is a good idea. AB, and it could be done too. Yeah. So here, let's just I don't know, it probably takes too long to do, but I'm gonna mute my, let's go here. Let's mute these channels. All right, so the beanie is there, but see, I don't know if the AI will recognize it. Let's put it here. That kind of looks like Tim Pool there, but I don't know if the AI will recognize it. Okay, so let's take it. That does not look like Tim Pool there though. So let's take like one of these scenes here, and let's try to, if we have 20 minutes, I don't know if we have 20 minutes here to do this. I'm going to open up the image to video software, and we'll take this and we'll just, AB, why don't you do the prompt? You're going to be a creative writer here. You have to prompt for what the beanie does at this point, and crawling off is a good idea. It's looking for a new host, but you'll have to help me with the prompt. I'm going to save this image. Let's see, render image. All right, so I'm going to take the image, save. I'm going to call it sentient beanie. All right, and we're going to go into our AI software. Oh, kind of like do you remember that episode of Star Trek with the salt vampire? It's an old Star Trek. The idea that the beanie is kind of like that would be cool, like suck marks on his head from where the beanie. Let's look that up. I'm gonna probably can't find it. I'm not gonna be able to find it because I've got too many windows open here. Let's see here. Where's my? All right, I'm gonna see if I can find this. Star Trek. Bring it over here. So let's see if we can find the. So this thing. Oh, here we go. Like this. Right. This is kind of. This is what his head should have. These things where. But also, you know, kissy kisses would be good too. I always thought that Tim Pool kind of looked like, who were the Star Trek, the aliens from the very first pilot episode? It was called The Cage. We could do this too. So like this guy. Whoops. Can we? Well, okay. So I'm going to save this. Do this over here. I'm going to open up my Face Fusion. Even though I'm getting distracted here. This is not really what I should be doing. I was supposed to be prompting for the Sentient Being to run off after she does whatever it is. I think it's kind of like, I felt kind of creepy doing this, because this never happened. This image here was her running over to him, never happened, and there's no image of these two. I think this is the mom of his baby that isn't yet born. But let me see here. This never happened. She never came up to him. Let's see. Oh, I'm not showing it to you guys, am I? So here, this never happened. She was walking with the laptop by, and I asked the AI to have her come up and touch him. And I felt creepy, because now I'm like, this is kind of like fan fiction, where you get to see behind the scenes. And I'm like a real creeper. Like, the fact that I'm as old as I am and I'm doing something this immature is questionable. So, all right, so let's go back to the, nothing about writing prompts. It's easy. You can write a prompt. Here, before I do that, I'm going to just do this alien thing here. If I could nah. I'm not going to do it. Sorry. I was going to put Tim Pool's face on anybody could do that. That's nothing special. All right, so let's go to this, and we'll go. You can see this Mal, or what can I call you? MOC. I'm going to call you MOC. Assume that something bad. I don't know what Oyo is. You tried. We're going to go with your prompt here. So Brad's prompt is, let's see, can I highlight it here? The beanie crawls off. We'll see, it's on his head though for the image we're going to start with. I forgot what it's such terrible. But let's just see. Maybe that we can just make the beanie run off, and then I can cut to it. Let's just take a different image. I have an image called bald reveal. Let's see what that is. All right. Okay, so I'm going to start here. We'll just do this and see if it works. And it's probably going to take a long time. So maybe I'll just stick around until this prompt goes, and then I could go grab something to eat. So we're going to say the beanie crawls off of the man's head onto the bed. All right. We'll just see this, because I could, although she's in the video, I'm on the wrong screen. Okay, so here we got the prompt. Let me open it. I've closed my chat, so you're gonna have to bear with me a second. All right. So where we stuck with you, we're gonna embellish our prompt here and see how it goes. The beanie crawls off the man's head onto the bed and out of the room like an inchworm as it searches for another head to attach it to. Should we say head or should we say bald head? I don't know. We're going to go for that and see. So here it is. It's going to take a long time, but I think it generally takes, and especially if I'm using CPU power to run all these other things, like I'm running Blender over here and OBS and Notepad. Of course, Notepad's going to take a lot of processing power. So, but I'll stick around until this is done, and we can think of something else to talk about. My inclination is always I want to share all the jokes and ruin all my videos, but I'm going to try my best not to do that. Even though this video I kind of did that with, just because my partner, she's like, stop making videos about Tim Pool. You need to stop that. And then I have to come up with I have to have all these intellectual reasons why I'm making videos about Tim Pool, and explain to her that, he's he's the finest example of failing upwards, and he's a huge part of the misinformation that the American public gets. I don't know if he's a huge part, but online he's really good at spreading misinformation and promoting people who are terrible. So I feel like I have to do something here. So our video is going, we got 1 of 30 steps at 80 seconds. So it's going to take, 30 times 80 seconds. So the 30 minutes at least. It's not going to be that great. That's a long time. And it's the first prompt you always get is going to be not great. So we can, it's always disappointing when you sit here and you wait for one video generation, because it's never going to be what you want. The best thing to do is to have an idea. So you want to go, you have your idea for your video, and you think that you need like a Carrie Lake dancing, and then you just ask it to have to generate 10 of them or 20 of them before you go to bed, and then you come back and maybe you'll get one good one, and you can put that in your video that nobody will watch. Him skating off in the distance with his new bald head to reveal a new host. That's an interesting. You're really adding a lot of creativity to this this video, which was just supposed to be about Tim Pool. My cat needs to go outside. Buddy, come here. Come here. Come here. Hop up here. Will you be in the video if you come up here? Get up here. Cat is refusing to come up here. All right, so that's working. I don't know if there's something else we could be doing here. I need to go back to YouTube and see stupid. As always, I'm so unprepared and not doing anything, and the cat's going to eat the robot. So, all right. So we're waiting for our video generation here. And the cat is, I'm going to take a moment here and put the cat out, but this time I'm not going to reveal what's going on beyond. So bear with me. Go. All right, I am back. And I'm sorry about not doing my regular Digby stream. I just kind of am out of sorts today, and I should have had Digby come on and do his shtick, but I didn't have the energy for it. And I thought I should at least pop on to say hi to everybody and show that I'm still among the living. No, I appreciate anybody helping to build out the cinematic universe that we have here. It's because it's so I don't know what the right word for it would be, but yeah. All right, so our video here is at 6 steps, so you might get to see it, Brad. You can see this. If anything, maybe I'm still figuring out which videos, what things he needs to be doing in this video. I want Tim Pool to be confident. He needs to be confident in his baldness. So I want to have like just extreme confidence, like Harry's dancing with Alex Jones. So anything I can do to make him seem confident, because clearly he's not. And I think there's a little too much hair. He's got this little patch of hair up here. And I'm not on the screen showing people that, but he's got a little patch here. And I think that's not accurate. A cat door, like you let your cat go outside. I don't let my cat go outside because I don't want him eating stuff outside. So, and also, like, it's not just that I'm concerned about the native wildlife, but like right now, if your cat can die from bird flu if he eats birds. So, he's he doesn't like any doors in the house. The cat does not like any doors in the house being shut. He's like a door inspector. If there's a door shut, he will cry at the door and say that door has to be open. He likes to be able to know that the space is open and he's free to roam. So let's see here. We've got if anybody has any ideas for like what could be a confident Tim Pool activity to do bolt. Like what would the problem with AI is it doesn't do a lot of certain things. It won't do well, like fighting. It won't do well. Skateboarding, it also doesn't do well. Skateboarding would have been cool, but it always looks like this prompt that I did where I just asked him. I didn't even ask him to. I just said he's dancing. I just said that he's dancing holding the skateboard, and then it made him do this weird thing where he's like, I don't know what he's doing there. But yeah, so it has to be like a kind of a slow motion activity that he could do while he's bald. Your cat's a fighter. Yeah, my cat is a fighter too. He fights to stay outside, but he's not declawed, but he has nail caps so he doesn't scratch up the furniture. We glue those stupid plastic vinyl tips on him, so he would not make it outside. He is also not used to fighting. The only person he fights with is me. He scratches me and bites me all the time when he wants to come in. He thinks that he can just stay out there. All right, so we're going to check in on our render here. Let's see. We got 12 out of 30. So we're going to see, and I'm going to tell you up front that this is going to be hugely disappointing. The beanie is not going to it's not going to look good, because the model that's trained, there'd have to be something in there that it understands, like it has a reference for you. So you'd have to train it. There'd have to be something in this model that would be transferable to a beanie crawling. Polishing his head or getting tattooed. Yeah, see, those things it might be able to do, because there are probably references that the fact that the model had this like one image in it where almost like he turned him into Andrew Tate here at the end. Like, so clearly the model does have, oh, let's pull this up. And I'm on the wrong screen. Here we go again. So the fact that there are tattoos on this head, clearly it thinks that there's some, I mean, look at that. Look at all those tattoos on his head. And again, I feel like he turned into Andrew Tate somehow. But also the spin, really realistic looking. So I kind of wish Tim Pool was this cool. You know, this Tim Pool here, cooler than the Tim Pool that we have in our timeline. So let's see here. That does not look like Tim Pool. But clearly I need to do the face swap on here. So that is not Tim Pool. Where was it? That kind of looks like him. I think it started, see, this is how I started the prompt, and then the AI took over and then turned him into this other guy. So you can see kind of, and it's called coherence in AI, that a lot of the AI systems don't have good coherence, that the characters will change. They're getting better at it, but historically not great, and especially on these little models that you can run on your PC locally. So AB, I'm so sad that your beanie thing is this is gonna be the end of the stream, and it's gonna be so anticlimactic, because it's gonna be awful. I just know it's on what little I've done with this model. It's better than some of the other ones I tried. I tried the 1.1.1, but the one that I have is like a hacked version of it or something, so it's not very good. This one is pretty good, but as you know, as time goes on, it's going to get even better. So, but let's go to the outputs. I can't share all of these because some of these are the videos for let's see, they're going to be in my joint session videos that I'm doing. So I did here was a prompt where I prompted for the two of them to kiss, and then clearly he turned into a different person there. So this is when they were at Mar-a-Lago. With the reference, it's look at their faces, they're so distorted there. Yeah, and this is some real sausage. So all right, so I tried to make him look confident, but look at he, like that doesn't even look like Tim Pool. I mean, it's a guy who's clearly cooler than Tim Pool, but and look at how AI the background is. That Mar-a-Lago is just all deformed in the background there. So I tried to have that. Again, I don't want to make a mean-spirited video. I wanted to make this video be about how he finally felt emotionally secure. He felt good enough about himself and his self-esteem to take off his beanie and make love to his partner without it. Because from what I've heard, he keeps it on during their lovemaking. So here's when I tried to. This one's really strange. I decided I wanted to try to put Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert in there, and then have them all dance. But then the AI I guess my cropping was really bad too, so it just turned into a cacophonous mess. Let's see if I have something else I can share. Let's see here. Was this different? Yeah, so you can even see, like, I guess I did a terrible job of cropping her out. So Marjorie Taylor Greene, this is the dance one, and again, it doesn't look like Tim because I didn't do the face swaps on them yet. But yeah, what a good use of my processing power on my PC to spend it on these losers. Let's see, anything else here? There was this guy. I mean, look at this guy, looks cool compared to Tim Pool. I mean, I don't think even if Tim Pool had the same personality, he'd probably be more successful if he had this cool. I mean, this guy, he's like lead singer of a Nickelback type cover band or something like that. Hey, David O, it's good to see you. Sorry, I'm not reading right now. I do have plans on it, and I was thinking about your suggestion. I think you're on the Discord. I think I'm talking to the right person. Is that right, David? If not, correct me. I was thinking of trying to figure out a way to do the Discord, but also do YouTube, because there's a bunch of people on YouTube who are not on the Discord. So I could just put the Discord into the YouTube channel maybe, and that would allow other people to talk, and anybody who wants to talk and participate in it could join that way. So that's the idea. And I think the book I'd like to do, a friend suggested The Pearl. I do want to read Bluebeard. I haven't read Bluebeard, and it's kind of like the follow-up to Breakfast of Champions because it has Rabo Karabekian in it. It's like his story, and apparently Vonnegut liked this book better than Breakfast of Champions. So I would like to read that, but I've been instructed that I got to read a different author first. So I was thinking Steinbeck's The Pearl. It's pretty small, but it also is very culturally relevant because of the issues it discusses. It most of Steinbeck's stuff all holds up pretty well. So I think I'll do The Pearl. We just have to, if you want to talk on the Discord or wherever later about how we can do it so it can be more participatory, because I do think me just reading gets tiring. I don't necessarily want to be interrupted, but I would like people who feel like they don't want to chat or type, that maybe you could just talk and we could talk about the book that way. So in the future, that is where I'd like to be heading, and you can let me know if there's a better way of doing it. But for now, I'm just I'm trying to catch up on stuff at home. I'm really behind on stuff here at the house. My partner is basically doing all the work around here. She's supportive in this endeavor to make these videos, but not when I make the Tim Pool videos. She likes she wants me to make anti-billionaire videos, and I that's probably the most important thing. But I like, after making 5 billionaire videos, anti-billionaire videos, I feel like I have to take a break, and that's why I try to do these videos about Tim Pool. So, and this one clearly, a lot of incoherence here on this one. Again, I can go in there and fix these faces, even though they're nightmare fuel. But the faces can be fixed with the other AI tools. And that's the thing about people who criticize AI, or people who criticize those who use the technology. They don't understand to output something that is actually creative requires a lot of human input. Like, most of what AI is going to yield is going to be just absolute garbage, whether it's writing or whether it's music or whether it's video. On its own, it lacks the creative spark. Not, at least right now. In the future, AI will probably be more creative than people. But for right now, it really takes a lot of effort to do. Well, are there a lot of people doing anti-billionaire content and this particular idiom or fashion? I don't think idiom is the right word, because like, I'm trying to do something unique in terms of using the technology. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, Donald Trump removed all the restrictions on AI as far as labeling synthetic content, making it, putting restrictions that you can't do harmful content or spread misinformation. Donald Trump removed those. So part of what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make a statement in terms of not only just anti-billionaire content, but that this technology is dangerous but also beneficial. It can be used against the people who are using it against us. So I'm trying to lean into that. That's why the premise of this video here was, I mentioned that first executive order remove provisions to label harmful or misleading synthetic content. So if you support this, I mean, he's saying that it's supposed to be democratizing, that if you do this then it allows greater levels of expression, but clearly there's always ways to use the technology in malevolent ways. And so what I want to do with this is just say, well, if you're saying that if you're removing these harmful provisions, then I want to use it in the most extreme way possible to hurt the people who are hurting other people. And Tim Pool is like a really good candidate. So this video, the idea was labeling everything that was fake as real and labeling everything that was real as fake, because it doesn't matter anymore in their minds. They don't care about it. So I want to say that this is the authentic content is when Tim Pool is bald, and the synthetic content is when he's playing with his band, because I can do that. 50% news from AI content. It seems the parody is nearly as believable as the fake. Yeah, I do not like the AI sources for news at all. I don't like the articles that are written that you can tell that they're not real. And our media was already bad enough before. It was bad enough before AI, and now our media is just even more lazy and crappy. I gotta fix this here. So I don't know what the solution. I think something needs to be done, especially about misinformation that they are not. You would think we would be going forward in terms of putting restrictions on the technology in terms of how much it has hurt society already. Misinformation is basically, partly why Donald Trump is our president. So AB, your video is done. Are you here, AB? I'm not gonna wait and to make sure you're here so you can see. I'm gonna download it first. I'm not gonna play it here. So Average Brad's amazing video is what I'm gonna call it. Let's put it into my Tim Pool bald video. So here's your generation, AB. When I hear if you're gone, then it just doesn't get played, and this video will be lost, like so much other AI slop. This video will be lost, but here it is, Average Brad's, and I'll put this on the Discord too. Let's see, where was it? This is gonna be terrible. and I'm saying it's going to be terrible. Hopefully, to let's see here. I'm going to play. I want to witness and. Okay, here it is. This is what we got. It looks interesting so far. This is the middle of the video, so I scroll to the beginning. All right, so they're kissing there. You guys are all ready for this? This is how we're going to conclude the stream with this this final act for the temple video, in which, again, for anybody who didn't join earlier, was, let's show real quick. I'm not going to play the entire video, but I'll show the video. Let's see back here. All right, so there was a video in which Temple feels confident about himself because he's finally in love, and the woman says that he doesn't need the crutch of a beanie anymore. She embraces him, and they make passionate love and have a baby. So that's where we left off, right here, where the beanie comes off. Now, AB says that the beanie should be, and I think also Mal said that the beanie should be sentient and it should run off at this point. And I like the idea of actually this continuing storyline here, because I was just writing a heartfelt romantic story. Hopefully for other people, men out there that wear beanies, that maybe they too will meet a woman that can tell them that they can take it off. But the idea of turning it into a monster movie sounds interesting. So without further ado, here it is. Maybe I need to, before we play this, let's get some dramatic music going here. So yeah, I like Terrible AI too. But we need some dramatic music. I don't know what would be good dramatic music, but let's just check it out. I'm going to do a quick search here. Dramatic music. Okay, just dramatic music. Maybe I just pick the first one just to be. All right, so we're going to pick this one. Let's see here. Okay. Hopefully we can hear it. I've got the dramatic music starting. Here it is, everyone. AB's first. I don't know if it. What was this? Be your directorial debut? I really want to build this up. Because we've got 4 seconds of footage here, I feel like I have to talk it up. So, yeah. All right. So sentient beanie occupying a human being who kind of looks like Tim Pool here, but it clearly is a Tim Pool trope. So without further ado, let's watch. Whoops, I paused the music. Now we got to wait for the music to build back up because it stopped. So we got to have a few more seconds here. Okay, music's building. Okay. Let's turn the music up a little bit. Here it is. Press the button. There was nothing. There was nothing. What happened there? What happened? I don't even understand. Is he being attacked by the beanie, or did it? I don't know. But and you're welcome, maybe. You're welcome, even though I'm not very happy with your work here. I think that I'm going to ask you for some to go back to the drawing board on this sentient beanie, because does the music make it more exciting? I'm not sure. That was it. I'm going to try to get back to work and try to make something other than whatever this was that we just generated here in the live stream. Maybe I'm going to put this on IMDb, and I'm going to link, if you want to provide me with your personal information, I'm going to say that this was your work. So congratulations, AB. And thanks everybody else for coming and watching whatever this was that I did. I appreciate it. And mal de hoyo communication. I can't speak Spanish, but you'll have to tell me how I should address you. Or I said I was going to address you as MOC. So MOC. Yeah. Oh yeah. He maybe that's it. Maybe he Is that really what happened? Maybe we, here, I want to leave and go get something to eat, but I think this maybe needs a little further examination so we can figure out exactly what happened here. So we're going to go into, let's see here. No, I'm not going to let you out yet, AB. I know that I'm not a closer, but we're going to take one quick look here at what exactly happened in your generation, in your AI prompting. Just kind of as a lesson, maybe you can take some pointers and figure out where you went wrong. So here is your video. Okay, so here's what happened. We're going to scroll through frame by frame. They kiss. Oh, right there. There's what happened. They kiss, and as Mal says, it looks like she was repulsed. She was repulsed. Something happened. She kisses him, and then she pulls back. And then what is this? Is she like, she's pulling some kind of like taffy? Look, his shirt get torn too. His shirt's torn here. Let's zoom in here. So his shirt got torn, and then whoa, okay, he got kind of Popeye arms. So the Popeye, he like, something happened to him. He got Popeye arms, and then he kind of lunges forward. He's look at how bulky he got. Like something happened to him. This is like some kind of radiological effect, like Incredible Hulk type thing. So he got that, and then she's scared now because she sees him with some kind of roid rage. Oh, look at that. And then the beanie's there. So we do see, but the beanie's also on his head. What happened here? How's the beanie? So the beanie's there, but also on his head. Then he lunges forward. Are they fighting over the beanie? Okay, and then they wiggle off towards the wall. All right. So I think that'll be the final analysis there. Let's work on our prompts, guys, and maybe we can do a better job next time. So thank you, AB. Thank you, Mal. Thank you, David. Thank you, everybody. Sirloin always here first now these days, and thank you, Sirloin. Thank you, Tomcat, and anybody else. Let's see if I think that's everybody. Woke Mike, as always. Woke Mike is always here too. So thank you, guys. And I'll see you soon. I'm going to try to figure out a new book club way to do the book club, and I'm also going to try to figure out a way that I can be more regular with. I guess I've been regular with this Sunday stream, but this week I did something different. So I'll see you guys soon. Thanks again. If I could figure